and basically created the whole framework. We are so happy to have him here today. We're so happy to have you supporting paid leave endlessly, and the biggest champion in the house. Thank you so much.
Thanks. That's really nice, but it's a reminder if people around here would just listen to the Ways and Means Committee, you'd be all set. One of the things that was interesting to me, coming from Massachusetts, was how well met this was by people who don't always agree with Massachusetts Democrats across the country, because they saw it as very much a pro-family initiative. And as is always the case, sensible policy means that you find people that rally to your position for whatever reason, but as long as they've rallied to your position, you take note of it being sound policy. So a reminder of what the Ways and Means Committee did in our legislation. 12 weeks of paid family leave, paid for. Paid for. What has also caught my attention on this issue is the following. It has been well received by unions, but in most places across the country, big business has supported this because they think it's an increase in worker satisfaction, which means greater productivity, which means a happier workforce. And it's very hard to suggest, as you look at this incidentally right now, the most stubborn statistic as we look at labor participation rates is the number of women who left the workforce because they had to choose between childcare and work. And there was nothing in the middle because of the pandemic. But we discovered the hard way of those 5 million people who are still on the sidelines. Until we get past the pandemic, it's going to be hard to figure out how to get them to come back to a pretty powerful time for workers. They're in a better position now because of negotiating labor increase for them. And I think that the Family Leave Act and the Child Credit, we did a lot of great things in that Ways and Means bill. I hope you'll all take a chance. That ought to be the marker for what we're trying to do in these initiatives. This was sound policy, well supported by the American people, and nothing that we did was more important than the whole idea of paid family leave. Thank you all very much. Great job.
Thank you, Congressman. Let's give him a round of applause. When I say paid leave, you say now. When I say paid leave, you say now. Paid leave.